All right, how we doing, everybody? We got our second additional video here, geometric sequences as functions. All right, we're going to learn how to write two types of functions, an explicit and recursive, which you've seen once already. Okay, so again, with geometric sequences as functions, you only need two pieces of information. You need the pattern, which we call the growth factor in geometric sequences, and you need the first term. So here, our pattern is multiply by 3, and our first term is 5, okay? So for explicit functions, they look like this, all right, for a geometric sequence. A sub n equals a sub 1, which stands for your first time, parentheses r to n minus 1 in the exponent, okay? All right, so again, we have a sub 1 is our first term, and r represents your growth factor, okay? So if we wanted to write a function for this sequence we see right here, it would be a sub n equals our first term, which is 5, and then in the parentheses we put our pattern, which was multiplied by 3. And then in the exponent, I write n minus 1. All right? And now you can use this to predict any term in your sequence, okay? So if we wanted to predict the third term, okay, I would plug in 3 for our n's here and here. So I write a sub 3 equals 5 parentheses 3. Plug in 3 to my n, and I'm going to simplify this or plug it in a calculator exactly how it looks, the right side of your equation. And when you do that, you're going to get 45. All right, so our third term is 45, and if we look, 1, 2, 3, our third term is 45 in our sequence. All right, now we're going to jump to the a little bit more complicated function, which is recursive. So remember, you need the term before the term you're trying to find to use this. So if you want to find the 100th term, you need to know the 99th term, okay? So again, a sub 1, you have two parts of this function. Is your first term, okay? And then you write it, a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 multiplying your r, your pattern or growth factor, okay? All right, and if you remember from the last video, a sub n minus 1 just represents the term before the term you're trying to find, okay? So if we want to write our recursive formula for this function, we're going to write a sub 1, our first term is 5, and we're going to write a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 multiplying our pattern or growth factor, which was 3. So if I want to find the third term, okay, I would write it a sub 1 equals 5 and a sub 3, so I'm substituting for my two n's in the equation, equals a sub 3 minus 1 multiplying 3. So this a sub 3 minus 1 can simplify to a sub 2 because 3 minus 1 is 2, multiplying 3. So now, what term do I need to know to find the third term? What's before 3? The second term. So I go to my sequence. My second term is 15. So in my equation, I substitute 15 for a sub 2, which represents my second term. And 15 multiplying 3 equals 45. So my third term is 45, and that matches my sequence up here, okay? All right, there you have it. Best of luck.